Welcome to the KR Films Entertainment channel. Today I going to tell you the story of the 2016 Chinese romantic comedy movie God the Moment. Sit tight and watch out for spoilers ahead. In a fake museum of exotic animals, a magnetic the story of evolution and how you was originally keep purplish. He takes them to another bathroom and a very big dishes mermaid comes out. One of the visitors laughs so hard that he dies. Elsewhere in an auction house, do people compete for a piece of land? God the green gringo Mr. Lu, a businessman based 3 times the lad's work and anyone's. That night the woman who been against him arrives at a mansion. Behind her arrives another bird surrounded by his bodyguards in a car or a better. After that the guards they make room for a mad who decides from the sky. Anyways, these crazy rich ages enter the bag should and I greeted by Mr. Yu. He greets Uncle Rich. That woman rule a lot and the flight map Jin. He shows them to land that he bought. Green Gov and sits down to celebrate, but Jake calls a new an idiot because green golf is worthless to him. Nevertheless Uncle Rich acknowledges his project, but it's only super sarcasm. They all laugh at your bothered Lou reveals that he has a reclamation with which will increase the value of the land. Everybody's shook up. Zhang leaves angrily. You accidentally gods his jet that a pesticide sheds. It's really even more wood revenue. Opens a water the poor kids the butt of actually. E.G. flies into the woods. As he flies around, Uncle Witch comes and says that Red Gulf is actually a very good project and offers to do it together. What of Fox News shows his excitement but doesn't shake his hand. You is a body set up. A rule allowed goes to meeting them. She throws a diamond watcher to the pool to get the goods early. Like dogs to a bone, she got visitor respected him for coming from nothing and building all this from scratch. She offers to work together with this project and revealed too, for he accepts or begins suddenly of woman from outside. Their body goes out to do however security takes away. I give her a sound. Here stops them and the girl gives a name. A shot she calls an handsome and gives him a number. After that he says or away. Outside shot goes around on a skateboard while still wearing her more red costume. She then does Trump shopping and goes home. Home is underground and she's gates out of a waterfall and onto an old shipwreck. Inside the ship she goes for a bath up at. A boy comes out. He has rashes on his face and to the next day a woman gives a presentation on the project. New does not turn about where need protection and is only concerned about the money. Their head scientists George comes and says that with their sonar transmitters they have managed to push dolphins away from there and they could go ahead with the reclamation. They demonstrate the scary for doctors still a transmitter. The battles also mentions that one of the frequencies they received was not from a dolphin in the shipwreck. We see that shot is actually a mommy of that are many others like her in the waters below. They then listen to an old woman who does the story of have some apes evolved fishtails after living in the water, resulting in movies. Since ancient times humans have always hunted them and that is why we have hidden away another man who is an octopus and really talks about how you has polluted their habitats and ruined the ocean with his solo, and that is why they gave shot a modified fishtail end of it. Tense training to infiltrate the U-Wood world. The morbid assassins demonstrate their poison dart and the octopus drinks alcohol which is the antidote. Then the wait for Lou's goal which will never go. I know that feeling there. Meanwhile Lou Andrew allowed start getting frisky in the business and everyone leaves. He says that they're very similar and ruled on says that they are as different as a nobleman and a bauble. She calls him a beggar just as a prince and he gets offended so he goes short and desert he would be up. I don't know that feeling, so all the Mormons leave on a slingshot to kill New. The wait for him and Shuns opens the door dressed in fancy clothes. However Lou actually said bodyguards to be up before she leaves. The octopus gives it a bag but suddenly a bodyguard notices his denticles. Octopus says that it's an octopus lamb and the body that offers to help him with knives and fires. Another bodyguard starts eating it wrong. Octopus struggles with the bait and makes stuff up until they leave. While waiting for Lou, shot drops. Suppose that it is glass with another man appears in front of her. He does a security check on her and they said something in her shoes. They almost remove it but the mad sees a pumping and removes that. Then he was various the items for bag and she says that the seafood. He picks up the glasses to victim and she started struggling but hey, it was just his power level. The mad drops to the ground and shot save the woods of alcohol drinks the water again at Ford's immediately. Nearby she's these little going into a rage and unsupport employees she dropped after him and his about at all despite he bought what an ashtray its own when his employees lost her out so she hides in throws it at him but it's actually a glass which had of back as she prepares again a man opens the door and she hits herself again. She falls but drags herself to try and got his legs however you choose the best time to do a beautiful dance of dodges all a attacks he also steps on her headshot but drinks some alcohol recovers of jumps at him however he swings his golf club off he had some later you admits that he was not really serious and gives her money to send her away he thinks that she's a prostitute so he gets up to leave a shot yells at him so he comes back tells her she's the most beautiful I'm innocent girl he's known of Dixon away Shine falls in love with him right better be as the leave rule that stares at her she gets agony at does all of the employees to rule away. Which they do in their guard Little gives her more money a dancer to get lost however she says that her what was his just ahead and Dixon bear do things that this is a brought him so when she gets out his keeps shot darted out and finds out that Louis actually come back you is also surprised that she was talking about chicken lived as and want to eat in a place like this but Sean convinces him to spend the entire evening eating and drinking new cries and says that this reminds him of his childhood it was very poor growing up and had to beg for food as it tries to speak about his past Shot continuously wipes his 2 years and that is why he wanted to earn so much money but Shots says that clean air and pure water are more important earning this new wins cold again base for dinner and leaves Shot takes the check and Birds said so new comes back and asked her what she wants she says that she's an ordinary girl who wants to sing a song Shots thinks our favorite song and a surprise Lou well 6 along with her this thing I do glasses start popping in their passion use mustache wards off and Shine loves it he gets angry but immediately comes down to and Chan takes him on various rides around the place they have a great night and Loot drops her home as he walks her home he holds her head meanwhile Shot's friends are waiting to get new channel offers him some deed sidewood before opening she acts that if you had only 1 minute to leave what would he do loses that he would only look at home so Sean goes inside of tells him that it's late and he should go back use minds and leaves her friends ask why she let him go and she says that she was getting dire. I did not want to do it leader new gods or it invites him on another date the all major plans to get new again but surely started to have doubts the next day you brings a box as if he's the dominator that leads only roses and no guns their chef is octopus he reveals his too but loose bodyguards come just then Ad goes into gambled he's forced to go for them and put his those of the stove while pretending that it isn't normal octopus the other books got a men's and hit his tails while he holds down his bean it's too much though and he scored some ink and escapes thankfully the guards the upshot on Lulu that sends them away and as extra to marry him she is confused and says that he has so many beautiful girls around him Luz says that they only want as money but she doesn't Shine that says that he's strong and Emily tells her that she's an amazing person Shine reveals that she was supposed to kill him and he just doesn't give a damn and kisses just then rule on enters Anne ruins their beautiful moment much later octopus is sitting there with his damaged tentacles he is on the tree tentacles now do for his legs and one for well you can see he then confronts Shine about a crush on Lou and chances that she can do it just then lives and sees them all in their natural made home before he can run away they capture him their October skills knew that is soon a transmitter is killing their people they almost killed him but New says that even if he dies the sooner would still be there he regrets what he did and wants to turn it off the Mormons believe him but after doesn't and he jokes Loop was shot got stand to goes at New escapes Lou rushes to the police station and tells them about the mermaids the men draw wrong pictures and allow Lou's trust describing Shot but in a very positive manner when he leaves the loves are more not even his employees believe it would ruin outcomes and consoles him meanwhile Shot looks at the injured bodies of people and almost feel yourself an urgent with the other more thieves or and says that she's right too low hundreds of years ago a human also helped them once and she looks at a painting of a mermaid and a man bad night you researchers more needs and also sees the damage there is doing to the ocean and really he leaves it online and goes to the laboratory to try this on our own himself. A short movement of it ruins his head and he pukes ebooks as brats, so he goes and says that has shot him the Sona rule on knives and supports the don't of the Sona added actor. He then does it about the mermaids was Abby dad are destroying rule on laughs and does the scientists about it. Apparently George has been looking for more mean all his life and gets super excited hearing this news. Rule on wants to extract their deity to make a profit, would lose against it. Rule on gets angry, slaps Liu off, says that she's going to kill Shot. They take all their gods to attack them were made while he for losing his car, however he gets stuck in traffic. Meanwhile the scientists are Yep, read what it's empty, so a fire into the water and endure. Many of the movies the Burmese jump out of the water with their helpless as the people adapt them all. Shot almost escapes with the help of octopus. What is stopped just bed the Ezra were made arrives and using a special deals she come as the water to fight back against the humans. However George attacks her with a rifle and she's sent out to sea. In the sea she realizes that the schooner has been turned off, so all the mermaids escape. However the mid manage to harpoon Sean right at her belly and follow her. Ruling on arrives that a helicopter and shoot Shot with a bazooka, causing her to blow up on to lead. Bloody idiot, you're the soldiers. Common take her. Meanwhile Lou is still stuck in traffic and no one gives him their scooter. Jug is there and laughs at him at the beach. Rule that is about to kill Chat with newer lives and James jet back. The guards don't dare to adapt knew what to rule out, just doesn't care. Your protects Shot and ruled on hits the jetpack. Ben he get his shot to see while the guards can only look at him. Still Rule on shoots him with harpoons and gets some on the just. Finally George stops and will not stop or crazy bitch and Luke and a shocked to see the police also arrived just that and did everyone into custody. Much later us to him comes and asks why New donated all his money to save the market and there's something that Shine Watts said the clean air and pure water are the most important things in life. He also denies the existence of mermaid even when the student choose him a picture of Sharp. Just then his wife Lucy trots outside, but it's just Suck pretending to be a human. We didn't see that New has been inside the ocean with Sean's help out about with the mermaids, and activists are now living a free life in the oceans, and that is how the movie ends. Folks, watching other movie displayed on the screen, please like and subscribe to our channels who don't miss out on future videos. Thank you.